Hi, my name's Emily Leahy. I'm a community dietitian, and I'm here with you today to talk about sugar, about the sweet life. Because the sweet life is the good life, right? Not exactly, because a little too much sweet can lead to some sour. So let's talk about that. First, let's talk about your cell, and then meaning what you're made up of, because you're made of millions and billions of cells. So we got to talk about how what you eat affects your cells daily and how you can have more energy throughout the day. Because I know a lot of people tend to doze off at the desk. I was that person. I was totally that person. But man, I wish I knew what I knew now. Gosh. So I'm here to help you and tell you what I wish I knew when I was younger. So let's get started.
All right, so we are going to be discussing what a healthy cell looks like and how it absorbs sugar after you eat a meal. So here's our cell, and every cell has a door because we got to feed that cell, and we feed that cell with glucose in the blood. Glucose is released in the blood in different ways, whether you're hungry, it pulls away from muscles, or if you just had a meal. So sugar should be constantly in your blood, and sugar turns into glucose. So next we have this hormone called insulin. So this is released into the blood whenever there is sugar in the blood. And insulin is a very important hormone. What it does is it acts like a key to open up that door, and when it hits that cell, it exposes the cell to all the sugar. Now sugar has access into the cell so that now we have stored energy throughout the day. And that's why sugar works for you and not against you. So this is, again, a healthy, normal cell. So now let's look at a type 2 cell or a diabetic cell. We have the cell, we have the door, we have the sugar in the blood, and we have our insulin released. Now here's the tricky part. When the insulin, our hormone insulin, hits that cell, it should open the door, right? What? Nope, the door does not open. So because the door doesn't open for the sugar to be absorbed into the cell, all of a sudden we have a lot of sugar in the blood, or glucose in the blood, and this can lead to many complications. It does not feel good, trust me. And if there's no energy being stored in your cells, then boom, no energy throughout the day, and that's not good.
I hope you guys understood about how insulin helps your cell and how sugar also works for you and not against you, because you want energy, right? That's how you do it. You do it by eating food, but you want to eat the right food. Because did you know that different foods actually have different types of sugar? Some sugar is really great for you, and some, it's going to cause you to doze off at the desk. So, meaning that the sugar in an apple is going to be really different than the sugar in a thing of M&Ms. Like one serving of this is very, very different. For an apple, it takes very, very little amounts of sugar, like barely, because it's so strong that it makes the apple super sweet, because it's just a strong, healthy, natural sugar. Now, with M&Ms or flowers, it's all very different. So that's what we need to talk about next. So I'm going to post another video about what different types of sugar there are and how it affects your body, because if you don't eat the right type of sugar, then it's going to cause a lot of stress on your cells to absorb the sugar that is released into your blood after food. Does that make sense? It takes a lot more sugar here for it to taste sweet than something more natural that is also very sweet. So, I want you guys to have the sweet life and to enjoy it, but you gotta understand, you want whole grains, fresh fruit, you want real vegetables, because that sugar is the best kind of sugar for your cells. And I promise your body will thank you for it. Versus what these dastardly M&Ms want to do all the time, which is a huge flow of sugar into the blood and causing our little key to have a hard time opening the door to our cells. I hope that makes more sense. So we'll talk about sugar later, especially what types of sugars there are. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Bye.